In 1941, the Aztec men's basketball team won the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics Championship in Kansas City. Harry Hodgetts, a member of that national championship team, sat down with current Aztec point guard DJ Gay and assistant coach Brian Dutcher to talk about those glory days.
Was that game that you won the championship, was that ever filmed? Were you ever go back, where you could go back and look at it ever?
They made there's a film available of the championship game. And one time, in fact, that's what happened in my scrapbook. The Hall of Champions had, after looking at the video of that game, it was a very high-speed thing, not too clear. Mm-hmm. And as I've said, they must have taken it from the pigeon's nest up here or something.
So high and taken away.
But they, with KPBS, they were going to try to redo that video. And then there was a writer at the Hall of Champions who was going to have an ongoing story with the thing as they were working this up. And that's what happened to my scrapbook. I took it down there to provide some information on the background of this thing. But lot of interest. But it was amusing, back again to the support that we received from the city itself, because as I've mentioned several times, we were in the bottom of the Depression and there wasn't money to do traveling and that sort of thing. So it was a fundraising effort in the city to send the Aztecs to Kansas City.
There were no athletic scholarships back then?
For the athletic scholarship, in fact, I had one.
Okay.
Athletic scholarship in those days was a job at 35 cents an hour under the NYA, the National Youth Program, and I had a job in the cafeteria. And I finally worked my way up in that one to being from a waiter to running the soda fountain, which is a lot of fun at the college level to have.
Well, we might have to get DJ. Might have to get DJ a job at the soda fountain.
So what do you think was your most? What made you such a special player? What was your best asset as a basketball player? And I know you were an All-American. I mean, what separated you from other players?
I'm not aware that I necessarily was separated. It was we were a good team. I've seen situations where jealousies develop, but we didn't have any of that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. We were just a bunch of guys that were interested in winning.
You didn't have any real tall players? Your tallest player, I think you said, was 6'4"?
Yeah, that was our center was 6'4", Andy Eckley. I think Dick Mitchell was probably 6'2". I was 6'1". And two very small guys. There were two forwards, Bill Patterson and Kenny Hale, who was going to be here today but didn't make it. But not very large, no. Biggest team tallest basketball players we saw was when we played the team from Texas in the national tournament. We had a center at 6'10" and
wow,
forward at 6'6" and that sort of thing. They were big guys.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we were quick and ran around them.
That's a good idea. Was it a jump shot or a set shot you shot, Harry?
Set shot.
Set shot?
In those days, two hands.
Two-hand set shot.
In fact, about the finish last year that we were playing is when Hank Lucetti came along, and we saw him play a couple of times when he was with Stanford. And he actually was the fine basketball player that developed the one-hand push shot, which is much more accurate, needless to say, than putting two hands in it.
Was the lane narrower then, Harry? Did you play with a narrower key, 3-second lane, or was it as wide as we play with now?
Just the same.
Same.
Well, one of the things that our basketball team does is before every game when they're announcing the players, our team gets together and they all dance. Right before the game starts, everybody gets in the circle and everybody dances and stuff. Did you guys have any routine or anything that you guys did as a team before a game?
No dancing. No dancing with it, but together and shake hands. It's in there.
Okay.
I followed Aztec basketball, needless to say, up until the last couple of years here with the thing that slowed me down, but I had season ticket holder for forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a lot of development, a lot of interesting basketball being played here. You guys are tremendous, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for Steve Fisher.
Thank you.
I think he's an outstanding coach, certainly a great teacher, and you are successful.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I mean,
Are you having fun?
oh, I am. I am. That's most important. That's most important.
That has to be worthwhile to put forth all the effort, you know.
Right. Right. I mean, he talks about you all the time and your championship team, and you know he brings your name up quite often. It's just an honor to be in your presence. You know, I've heard the name, and it's nice to finally be able to meet you.
Well, thank you.